Hey, what's going on, people? This is Lando back in the building for 2020. Figured I'd jump on here real quick, drop a few red pills. I wanted to take some time off for a while. Um, Maximilian's out tonight. He's been taking some time off too. We just been kind of scoping the field, doing some reconnaissance, and just trying to live life. You know what I mean? I mean, life is too short to mire over things all the time, but I felt like it was important to kind of get on here and try to go over a few things. Just try to start the year off with a much clearer perspective on things. You know, glass half full and all that. And I just came to the conclusion on just how very important it is that us as men that we develop a self fortitude, especially a self mental fortitude. I mean, as men, we go through things that we have to just endure and carry. That's just the way it is for us. Because when it comes to dealing with women, whether they be your quote unquote friends or in a romantic manner or a relationship or what have you, women have a roundabout way, generally speaking, to sift you away until the only emotion you feel is the anxiety of being unfulfilled. The disillusionment that everything you believed would be possible if you lived a proper way of life is all a lie. Now, I'm saying this just with respect to the men who were lucky enough not to have hit the rocks, so to speak. That's just how it just so turns out. Some men go through relationship after relationship, marriage after marriage, wondering why it feels like ice skating uphill, only to find out that it's more like roller skating up a volcano while the lava is pouring towards you. When you're young, you come to the realization that things like the Easter Bunny, Santa, and many other things are just make believe. And then if you come to the eventuality where you accept the red pill, you realize that love is also make believe. Romantic love, affectionate love, it's all a fantasy. At least for men, it is. Yes. For us men, romantic love is a cloud. Love for men remains out of reach, while the burden of us providing that sanctity for women is an obligation. When it comes to pursuing a relationship, what waits in store for men is an endless path of gaslighting and diminishing returns. Simply because women do not see men's experiences as real. It's simply not real to them. When men have emotional or mental pain, we deal with it through putting ourselves to work, working with our hands, indulging in a hobby, or hanging out with other like minded men. Anything that detracts or distracts from what ails us, because we walk alone, we cope, we endure alone in silence, simply because we eventually come to understand that women don't really care. They don't want to hear what's on our minds, simply because if they do listen, they listen with the expectation to respond. Think about it. Think about the last time you tried to have a serious conversation with a woman, something that really mattered to you. Have you ever tried to speak with a woman about anything that was an exclusively male experience? And the first thing that woman does is constantly interrupt, gaslight you, or constantly steamroll over what you are saying so you can't even get a word in edgewise. Or sometimes they will make comments like, well, the same thing could be said about men. That's when you realize that they want to treat your experience as something to debate about when really it's not something that's debatable. You're a person and you're going through something that you thought you could enlist some sort of empathy of help. But it's not the case with women. It's because to women, men are not human beings. Men are human doings. And if a man is talking about something that is not making a woman emotionally feel good, then to her, it's irrelevant. She couldn't care less. What is psychologically interesting about this whole thing is, with most women, they are totally unaware that they do this. They see nothing wrong with it. They are devoid of empathy, and this behavior does not bother them. It's unconscionable to know that we share an existence with a group of human beings that feel that is totally acceptable to be heartless to the plight of another living human being, but yet feel that they deserve patience, love, affection, long suffering, and all those things that are conducive to their mental well-being, their self-esteem, their confidence, in everything that is conducive for them to be, for lack of a better term, a well-balanced individual. This is just a few little things I just wanted to put out there. Maximilian and I will be getting together to try and put up more content eventually for 2020. It's just taking us some time, of course, because the way live streams are supposed to go, I guess things have changed up a little bit with YouTube. And of course, anybody who's MGTOW Red Pill understands all the changes that's taken place. So it can make it difficult to try to get content up that will actually get noticed. If you enjoyed this little snippet, please like and subscribe. We want to try to grow this channel a little bit more and come up with new topics. Thank you for listening. Have a great 2020.